Alright, what up? I'm about to break down the beat for Privacy by the GOAT Tyler Rose. Shit, like looking back at the beat's actually mad simple, right? And I couldn't really tell you how I made the beat because I don't remember. The beat was from 2019, and what I could tell you is that the beat I was probably influenced by like Bad Bunny or something. First, and I did a lot of stuff post production. Actually, not really a lot of stuff. I just did like minor tweaks, and I'll show you that as I go along. But the first things first, I'm gonna show you the sample, and I'm gonna take off the effects for right now. Yeah, I pitched it up and I time shifted it to the tempo, which is 86, and I'll play the sample right now. Dope has like a nice atmospheric vibey sound too, which those type of samples I gravitate towards you anyways. I got the sample for a splice. Yeah, and I'm gonna go to the drums. The drums are actually pretty simple. I started with like a nice punchy kick. Let's go. And then what I added also was is like this hat that I noticed after I broke down the beat. I was like, oh shit, it's like a nice like textural thing where like, so when the kick hits, this hat is together. So I'll play it with and without it, and I'll show you what I mean. Give it like a nice texture to it. And then for the snare, I think I tried using like a generic reggaeton snare, but I ended up going with this like Southside trap snare because it kind of gave it like a nicer bounce to it, and I think it sounded a little cleaner. So I'll play it like this. That just like that sounds pretty dope already, but I added this this hi hat. I probably I pitch shifted it. Actually, I didn't even pitch shift it. I just shifted the knob to give it a little bit more bounce, and I panned it a little bit to the right. But yeah, when I'll play it together, you can hear it gives it a nice subtle bounce. You know what I mean? And then for the drop part, I added these shakers, and this is what gives a lot of energy, a lot of movement. Is it that nice like so when the beat drops, it gives it that energy. And once I play it, you're gonna hear what I mean. You know what I mean? It just kind of like you just kind of give it that like the extra bounce, and then I added like this reggaeton stick and another like hat to give it like a little, like it's very subtle, but it's like it's a lot for texture too. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it as far as for the drums. You know what I mean? And together, this is how it sounds before I edited the vocals and all that stuff. Hold on one sec. The beat sounds cool like that, but after Tyler sent me the vocals afterwards, and like my favorite part to do is getting the vocals back and like switching things around. And Tyler trusts me to do my thing post production, but I noticed that the sample, like the melody, like it was clashing with the melody that he was doing with the song. And I know Tyler's vocals like the back of my hand. I've recorded his shit since day one for like 10 years already. Like I know what he sounds good over, and the minor tweaks I needed to do to bring the song to another level. It was actually really simple. And you know what? I'll play you guys the vocals with the original like sample before I did what I needed to do, and then I'll play it with the tweaks, whatever. You can hear that it's a subtle difference, but it makes a big difference. So.
Shaped up, you ain't got no makeup. Take you on a flight, now we fucking in Jamaica. Fucking in the sand, got your ass in your waist up. Go a couple rounds, then again when I wake up. Go a couple rounds till we waking up the neighbors. Sex so good, damn girl, you the greatest. Sex so good every day.
All I did, because I don't know if you heard like the subtle differences. It almost sounds like a little bit filtered. All I did was take off like some of this high end and just boosted some of the bass notes because on the sample there's a little bass line. Added some reverb, and that just gave so much more room for his vocals. And you know, and that's the difference between a beat maker and a producer. A beat maker would just send you the beat, and that's the beat. That's it. You know, and then the artist will do whatever they need to do with it. The producer, their job is to make the song, bring it to the next level. And little subtle differences like this is what brings the beat to the next level, the song to a next level. And in my opinion, I think those little subtle changes were like a major key. And I'm gonna show you guys this one thing where the beat switches up for the chorus. This is super simple and subtle, and everyone loves this part. Like, oh, I love that beat switch up, but it's so simple. What I did, for some reason, I want to add some like boom bap drums when it comes in. Like when I sent the beat out to Tyler, like there was no really no structure or intention for that specific part to be the chorus, but you know, he's the artist, and that's where he kind of probably drew inspiration from. But yeah, so I'm gonna just play this part where when the chorus part comes in. And all I did, bro, was just do this simple drum pattern, use the same exact sounds, just make it like this, like. And then there's two parts to the chorus, and then after the second part of the second half of the chorus, the drums change again, and I just made a halftime. Just put the snare like slower and make the drums a little slower, and it just makes a huge difference, and it brings the song more life. Just all these little subtle things that you do that you learn over the years that make a big difference. You don't have to do all this extra shit like 808 slides, you know, crazy ass hi-hat pattern. A lot of times, there's the simple things that will matter, you know. You got to play your role, you know. Like, in today's game, Tyler just needed me to just, you know, play hard defense, give me some rebounds, you know. Just shoot those corner threes. That's all I need from you. I don't need you to drop 45 today. Just do what you need to do today. And I think that's the chemistry that we have, and it shows in the music. Like, that's one thing you can't say about, like, Tyler's stuff is every song gets progressively better. That's a pure fact. You know, if you heard his stuff back 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago, it's just night and day. Every song gets better. Even a couple years ago, the stuff that we're making now is so much better. But just subtle things that you learn throughout the time of making music. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you liked it, you know, appreciate the like, comment, share it, do whatever you need to do. Hit me up, and that's it. Peace.